Write an unbelievable story. Contrary to popular belief, writing an unbelievable story and getting away with it is highly possible. Chances are you've come across this page due to your desire to maximize your imagination. Well, you've come to right place. If plain, bland, and boring is not for you, here are some tips to get your story on its feet. Just by unleashing your creativity, you will end up with a wacky, out-of-this-world and imaginative tale to tell. First and foremost, remember that there is no such thing as a perfect unbelievable story. Why? Because every story is different, just like every author speaks from a different point of view. Before you start writing your story, try conceiving of an idea by brainstorming. List down on a blank sheet of paper the outline of your story by drawing inspiration from experiences or other interesting aspects in your life. The key to a great unbelievable story is being able to tell it through a believable writing technique. A fascinating idea will definitely get the attention of potential readers. Once you have decided on your story's outline, the next thing to worry about would be its specifics. Start mapping out the basic elements of your story, such as characters, setting, rising and falling action, climax, and the ending. By adhering to this writing method, you will be able to gauge the impact and effect of your story. You will also be able to identify the parts of your story by further outlining and fashioning it this way. First things first, when writing an unbelievable story, that means exaggerating what is real. Examine your characters and see if you can create some exaggerating personalities and features to get the ball rolling. An unbelievable story is often made far-fetched through the depiction of the characters and setting. Remember to make your story reach its peak by forming a build-up made out of crazy events and funny conversations. It needs to adhere to the saying "too good to be true" to make it work. Apart from exaggeration, you could use irony and sarcasm to get an unbelievable point across. By using figures of speech, your plot does not only thicken but more importantly is filled with unbelievable facts and events. As much as possible, always follow your story's outline to avoid moving away from the general premise of your narrative. Do steer clear from any event that could send your readers into a pit of boring nonsense or leave them in confusion. It's one thing to write an unbelievable story, but another to turn it into a language exercise. Once you have reached the conflict, its setting action must be as intense as its rising. Don't just let your story go downhill from there. At this point, your reader may have had enough of too much imagination or creativity, so you might want to inject a semblance of reality or possibility in your story's general plot. When ending your story, do it with a bang. The challenge in writing an unbelievable story lies in how well you write it. So before anything, be sure to articulate your thoughts into words so as not to come off as too strong. Thus, creating something unbelievable can be tough, but with the right technique and style you might be able to pull it off.